What it do? What it is, y'all? It's your guy. Back with some more metaphor reef.
Stop that at once!
Okay. So as you can hear, I'm not at my best right now, but the grind never stops. The grind stopped for about a week. Your boy got time. Oh wait, hold on, that's a door. This game is awesome.
Louis is damn private, aren't we?
How did I never notice that? How did I never notice the little animation with Gallica? That's awesome. Well, now that I'm here, I'm back.
How far?
Back in the game, back playing the game. The question is, do I feel like working on my social stats? My kingly virtues first? Or do I know there's little left to do, but to wait, yet that has me more restless than anything. My goodness. Can't read right now. I blame me being sick for a while. Still haven't fully recovered, but whatever, it's fine. Ah, that's right. Have you a moment to talk? Sure.
Truth is,
Lately, I have felt a great pressure weighing on me. It's made it difficult to stay level-headed. I hope I might have your counsel. It must be dealt with swiftly, lest it affect my performance in battle. How would you cope with such burdens if it were you or me? Get some
I
exercise.
see.
Sounds enough. And thus, occupied with your exertions, your mind is cleared of distraction. And how about it? Would you like to train in swordplay with me? Your technique is self-taught, I presume. This seems a fine opportunity to start on some formal training. I like that.
All right.
In that case, we shall need some training sword. To the weapon shop with us.
All right.
A fine balanced weapon, no? 'Tis for training only, but you'd never know it from the grip. You'd never know it from the grip and swing. 'Tis most nostalgic. I once trained with that blade. Ugh. When I'd just become a royal guardswoman myself. It was not long after joining that I was assigned to the prince's never seen that word before. Retinue. 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 Retigger. So I was desperate to improve. I was younger than even you are now, and notably unskilled. Each night I would slip past our commander's watch, join a comrade of mine in the dark, and spar with him until our hands were calloused and blistered. I suppose that's why she's so
Certainly.
like that now. Some bouts I won, some I lost. Yet, despite all the times we crossed blades, we never did see who was the better. That does sound like like a worthy opponent. What was Bro like?
Well,
What kind of person was he?
Perhaps.
A reasonable man, I suppose. Well, he used to, at least. Getting mad to interact. Okay, we communicate. Heck yeah. We swore we'd become royal knights worthy of the title, and rise to the heights of the order. We'd champions.
surely you jest.
God above, Hulkenberg, is that truly you? Oh, hey. So it is you. You've returned.
Tanth?
Huh? Rodin? Okay. Hold on, let me hear that name again. Let me hear it again.
Rotanth?
Rodin, okay. What a coincidence. I was just speaking of a comrade and rival. This is the self-same man. Wow. You know. Who's this pup? A friend of hers.
Nice to meet you.
From Xenoblade 4. A friend of hers.
Huh.
You associate with this boy. Disgraceful. That's mean. What do you mean? I mean, I'm taken aback. You indulged the company of this elder brat. You were once a proud member of the knighthood. Main. How does that strike you so?
Absurd.
I suppose like attracts like. The dirt suits a fallen knight.
You!
Me, if you don't get your... Ooh. Oh, calm yourself, Hulkenberg. The commander of the Royal Knights is well within the bounds to judge your failures.
What?
Commander? You mean yourself?
Yes.
While you wandered as a vagrant, I earned both our share of honors. Oh, I see.
And?
And you? Clearly, you've given up on you pulling yourself any higher. What has... Dying! What has occupied you instead? I pursue a mission. One that far outweighs any glory found in the Order.
Whoops.
Ah, of course. When you couldn't save the Prince, any dignity you had at the Royal Guard was well and duly snuffed. I suppose you had little choice but to cling on to your search for a shadow. How dare! Choose your words with care! No need. I've nothing more to say. You disappoint me, Hogan. Okay, so a little bit of context right now. I'm not at home, right? You maybe, possibly, probably can tell because of the audio quality. This is a very echoey. But oh my god! If I'm a little distracted, right? I'm at my sister's place. She got a rabbit recently, and oh my god, that is the most adorable thing I've ever seen in my life. She just flopped over right in front of my eyes, and oh my god, look at her little tail! Hold on, I need to take a picture of this so editor so I can put it on the screen. This is the most adorable little bun I've ever seen in my life. I love this rabbit. Anywho, you okay?
Listen.
You okay, Hulkenberg? It's kind to ask. I do understand his anger. It was by my choice that our promised paths diverged, after all. We cannot afford to lose sight of our priorities. Xenoblade 4, let us fight onward in the name of His Royal Highness. That is the path I walk now. Francis Hulkenberg's earnest faith and deep trust. Oh yeah.
I have not the luxury of regret.
Uses the cost of studying on Knight lineage. Hulkenberg may defend the protagonist from an attack on his weakness. Ooh! Has that ever been a thing in Persona? I want to say no. Either way, that's pretty cool.
Pardon me.
Begging your pardon. Well, how do you know that fellow just left? Merely an old friend. You don't say. Well, see you around. Okay.
Very well.
Leave us to our training. Let's leave our training for another time.
Yes.
100 drills or 1,000 swings. We'll make an unsparing regimen. My goodness, breathing is hard. We'll make an unsparing regimen, indeed, to purge this distraction. I wonder if that was the highest amount. Probably wasn't, because my first time doing it. Slurp, slurp. Ah. Hello.
It's you.
Ah, so it's you. You seem unscathed. So, you haven't told anyone about it? So be it. You and I are collaborators now. Well then, shall we discuss your assignment? Yeah, just give me 1 second. Hey, yo! Negress on the street real quick. Come here real quick. Hey, yo, she has a dog, right? She has a dog in there. She told me not to tell anyone, but she wouldn't let me pet it. So, I'm just telling you this right now. If she ever has any sort of political pull, just bring that up. Might do something, might not. I'm not too sure. But anyway. Yeah, I'm in. Let's go.
Now then.
Let's discuss this assignment. Alright, come in.
Now then.
This is what I want you to handle. Okay, never mind. Okay, whoever I just talked to back then, come here real quick.
挙式紫
Alright, that problem has been taken care of now. I want you to feed it, play with it, generally take care of it until I return.
Listen.
There's one rule, however. You cannot let anyone else find out there's a dog here. No exceptions, no mistakes. Is it?
What?
Is that it? So simple.
Yes.
It is. But you can't let your guard down. I mean it when I say I want no mistakes. Oh my god. I went to sleep. By the way, the rabbit's name is Lilo. Like from Lilo and Stitch. He just went to sleep. And I'm over here recording a video. I'm horrible. I'm sure you're aware of the anti-igniter crowd around here. The fools who believe igniters will destroy the world. Even beyond them, there are plenty of people in the world who would jump at the chance to do something crueler than kill me. Waff!
That's why.
This thing is a weakness, waiting to be exploited. So I have to hide it, trusting this matter to you. Why me?
Why?
Why are you asking this of me?
You.
Because you are far removed from my business as anyone could be. In case it bears saying, don't think of it, don't think of crossing. Being associates has worked for us so far. You don't want us to be enemies.
That's right.
I'd like to. Anyway, my name is... call it whatever you want. Oh, but I want to know the dog's name. Not really sure why, but I've been entrusted with taking care of Rigida's dog. Yay. Seems strangely attached to you already.
I see now.
That same thing happened with me and Lilo. First time I showed up to her place to here, Lilo was all over me. I just saw her put pictures of that adorable little bunny. You be new. God, I want to put a pancake on her forehead. I suppose you have some surprising skills, such as using magic without an igniter. Did you look into me? Did you look into my background?
Utterly naive.
If I could ignite a business, it's my job to know about it. And that's not all. Word has it that you and your entourage transform your bodies for combat somehow.
Speaking of,
Long ago, there existed an ultimate magic. They say the hero king of legend wielded power very much like yours. Though I sincerely doubt you'll be following in his footsteps. What I do?
you.
What he do? I'll be frank, Xenoblade 4. You're bad for business. And that is precisely why I'm going to lend you my power. You know what? Smart move. I'm selling igniters because they turn a profit. I did have that sentence right the first time I tried, but I hate the darned things from the bottom of my heart. Really? Excuse. But this is a world dominated by igniters. Long as you've got money, you've got almost all the power you want. But a pitch is those on top make a lot of profit off bleeding the Oh boy! My goodness, I'm just making all sorts of sounds today. Those on top make a lot of profit off of bleeding the downtrodden dry. The strong get ever stronger, and the weak are only cast even further down.
As it is.
My own hands are not bloodless in that, and so I will endeavor to help you break this wretched wheel. If nothing else, it'll be amusing, no? Like, this book is faint expectations toward expectations and trust. Oh
Yet
God,
still they oppose
Louis
me.
is so goddamn cute. You should go home for today. I'll give you your pay. But already? Huh? Already? That's all you want me to do today? You've exceeded expectations already. You've made the dog like you. Nothing in. Aw. She couldn't. She couldn't get the dog to like her. That's cute. Until next time, I'll be waiting. Or at least, the dog will. So that's just straight up a
Time
dog.
marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Just straight up the dog. Nothing special, nothing too crazy, just dog. A group of corpses was discovered in the Tradia Desert. Travelers aiming for the royal capital, it seems.
You're right.
And there were a lot of monsters out there. How tragic for them to meet their end so close to their destination. It seems the pack leader in the group of monsters. Might the recruitment center have information on it? We can get quests from the recruitment center. This is not the right place. Didn't mean to come in here. My apologies, sir. I will be leaving. Hey, recruitment center guys, what's going on? Accepting a bounty's not a good idea, not a bad idea. Plus, it looks like none of the soldiers from the recruitment interview are here. If anyone gets suspicious, we can fake it by mentioning Altenberg. Alright. Hi, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be dead? That's a lot of money! Just to defeat this monster? I guess they must be really struggling.
That's what you want.
Which one caught your attention? It's a request to slay a man-eater Manjula. Said to appear in the desert south of the Grand Trad. Even though it has the run of the desert, it usually hides in the entourage of the wild dogs. Take out enough wild dogs and it shows itself eventually. It'll take so hard to... Want this contract? Here, I'll do it. You're brave for someone so young. Okay, it's all yours. Get to the desert, go to the large gate of the Sun Meadow Street. After you walk a bit, you'll find it. Also, beasts aren't your only concern out there. You'll run into a swarm of sandworms if you're unlucky. Beware. Birds and tails. The two understaffed to give you much. No ask an informant. That bunch rubs me the wrong way,
Painting
though.
on you.
You do somehow manage to slay the Manjula. Bring back the Rampatail as evidence. Rampage-a-tail. Evidence. Good luck. Try not to get yourself killed out there.
Let's do it.
No deadline. Okay. And then I spent a while trying to look for the dang informant. It did not work out. Sure.
Yeah.
It's you. Staying put like this puts the day of calamity in mind. I have an interesting rumor out of Grand Trad. Thought I might walk the streets just to see what comes of it. You're not too burdened. Would you like to join me?
All right.
Then let's be off. I've heard tell that there are some drifters who occasionally show up on this road here. Can't help but wonder. Maybe the people I've been looking for. Gosh, that rabbit is so freaking. Trad is so full of novelty. Can't get used to all this glamour though. I can get used to all this glamour though. In Alia, the town where I grew up in, you could hear a pin drop by comparison. There's a bustle of friendship and commerce,
But that's...
Young Master Leon? It couldn't be.
Huh?
I know that voice. Hey, he bolted off, goodness.
Rangeith?
Rangeith, is that truly you? You made it out safely.
Wow.
Oh, Master, young Master Leon. My goodness, how you've grown. Years.
Hold on. Truth is,
He served house, when our house still stood. I never imagined I'd see him again, much less here. Rangeith, this is Xenoblade 4. He's a friend I've recently begun traveling with.
however,
Forgive me for saying, time has not been kind to your friend. Are you eating well? And how are the others?
That's...
After the human attacked, the survivors fled to the capital. No one could make a living among these ruins of Hylia, much less restore it. Most arrived here with the clothes on their backs. Their livelihoods were destroyed, and without shelter from rain. More than a few have faded away. No. Then let me help. Let me find you housing. I would if I have the means. All I have left of my nobility, name alone. So sorry.
Wow.
Your kindness is all I ask for, young master. I've always said you got a good heart from your parents. Only today is because your parents had us evacuate to the capital. I mean to say my parents wanted you to flee here. All the more reason I have to help somehow. Shall we take him with us?
well then.
On our journey? Surely not. Don't put them directly in harm's way. Who holds authority over the area you're standing in right now? Ishka Marcus, Lord Hyde.
I see.
A Marquise, you say? Sounds like I'll need to pay this Lord Hydra a visit. I'll see if I can negotiate use of some vacant homes for all of the Hylia refugees to live in. Though my name alone is worth much in collateral. Young master, please. Our woes should not be yours to shoulder. I think they should. He is your king, after all. Your noble, I mean. I already bear their weight, old friend. That fateful day 7 years ago, my parents acted to save as many as they could. I was just a boy, lost in the panic. I wouldn't have escaped. Stop yawning, you're actually interested. But
Oh, definitely.
in other words, I'm only standing here today because of your swift action. Let me do what I can to give you peace in this new life.
Sure, but...
You honor it. Your life, your plea may fall on deaf ears with Lord Idron. Devoted as he would seem to the church, has brushed me off, and before as backwater refuse. All the more reason I should speak with him myself, if that's how he sees you. Let's go set him straight.
Right.
Let's go talk some sense into
You
him.
know,
I fear it might backfire if we... Wait, you're coming too? Moving forward, in no shortage of trouble. I'd rather you not have to add my personal woes to that. I'll make the time then.
well then.
I'm sure I can find this
You.
somewhere. Have it your way. But what's your artist set?
Thanks.
Either way, it's reassuring to have you by my side. On behalf of both me and my house, you have my gratitude. I can feel strolls deep. Aw yeah, dap me up, baby. Stroll attacks a human-type monster, crit rate increases. Also, he's our crit payori. Have my thanks as well, says Paul. I have no doubt that the young master's in capable hands.
Huh.
Please, enough of the young master thing. We don't need to stand on ceremony.
Let's head back.
I would have us meet Lord Idrin without delay. The sun is going down. Let us return for now and meet with him another day. I wonder what that means. Hey yo, comment section? Tell me what that little icon means. What that little hands are. Not the kind of day I'd like to be out in, but shops are having sales, so you want to go somewhere nearby? I'm more familiar with the city than you, so that's right. Excuse me, sir. I would like to have some imagination, please. Oh my! Is that a fairy I see? Ah, a real fairy! Well, I'll be.
Sure, but
Look, I know I'm rare, but do we need to make a big deal of it? I should explain. My family's been something of a history of fairies. As a boy, my parents would even tell me stories about fairies before bed. You have me to tell you
I
one.
wonder.
So you grew up on fairy tales. No wonder you've got some fairies on the mind. Alright, say less. What do you think? You want to listen to the elderly gentleman's story?
My thanks.
Imagine that. Getting to tell a fairy tale to a real fairy. Come, let's find a table at the tavern. Gosh, that rabbit is goddamn cute. Love her so much. God. Now, this story goes back to my grandfather's grandfather. Once far, far away, there was a village out in the countryside. There was a cave nearby that the villagers prohibited anyone from entering. But one day, my ancestor, just a boy then, decided he had to see it for himself. So he defied his elders? Your ancestor sounds like a handful. It runs in the family. Anyway, sure enough, he ventured deep inside, soon became swallowed in darkness, hopelessly lost. Thankful or not, he was still just a boy, and his bravery failed him. He sank to his knees in the dark, crying bitterly.
Nevertheless,
But then, something bathed in warm light caught his eye, approached him. Little light actually spoke, saying, "Bite down! You can't cry in a place like this." He was so shocked after he'd gotten a good look at it, the boy realized it was a fairy pulsating with light. He was so relieved his tears only magnified. But the fairy couldn't bear it. Throwing her arms up, she said, "If you want to cry so badly, fine, shoot yourself." And she left. That's awesome. Before he knew it, the fairy returned. "Come on, follow me," she said. "I'll show you the way out." See, she had sensed dangerous beasts deep within the cave, and compassion won the day. She decided to get him safely back to the
Oh,
entrance.
yeah?
Huh. I thought the fairy was kind of cruel at first, but I guess she had a good heart. When they arrived at the cave's mouth, the boy turned to thank the fairy. He had already disappeared into thin air. Time marched on, and he grew to an adult. Visited the cave countless times, hoping to find an anchor. Never saw her again, long as he.
oh my.
Oh, look at the time. We'd better pick this up later. Pick this up again later. If you'd like to know the ending, I'll be around. Heck yeah! You know, playing this kind of game, blind,
The announcement is soon.
it really is a crazy thing. Because not only am I not able to know what's coming up, I also have no idea what's prioritized in terms of stats. So, Foden's grand announcement is coming tomorrow, isn't it? What's with this proclamation gonna be anyway? wonder if he's gonna thank us for what we did in the Grand Cathedral.
No.
I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. Ostensibly, the state army is getting all the credit for taking down the human after all. We shall know soon enough. But there's little point to contemplating it further. Until then, let us simply do what we can, and as we wait for events to unfold. Okay, speaking of imagination, I want you to imagine how fast this goddamn rabbit is. He was laying down on the other side of the cage, right? He got up, hopped once, and she's on the whole other side of the cage. Now that's not a testament to how small the cage is. It's not that small, really. It really is. Like, compared to her, compared to me, the room that I'm in right now is dang near the same size as if Lilo was the same size as me. Decently sized. And I love that rabbit. But unfortunately, she does poop on the couch, so she's gotta stay in there for the night. Anyway, listen to this guy's story. Lovely. Let's touch a job and I'll pick up the tape. Let's see. I believe we left off with my ancestor being unable to find the mysterious lady. Thank her for saving his life. Give it a bit of a time skip here. As the next part concerns my grandfather. Bear with me. My grandfather was also a mischievous soul. And one day, he too ventured into the forbidden cave. In hopelessly lost.
Awful.
Wow. This shit really does run in the family. Aha, so it does. Anyway, lost in the dark, much admired grandfather. A fairy, of course. He was beautiful, just as the fairy that grandfather had described. He knew right away it was the same fairy. Again? I'm not gonna help you this time, said the fairy, rolling her eyes. My grandfather could only blurt out a confused what? Oh. It was the first time he'd ever been to the cave after all. Then the fairy said, "Don't blame me if you get eaten by the beast." That's when my grandfather realized the fairy had been mistaken him for his grandfather. How old is that fairy? What you're thinking of is long gone. I'm his grandson, he said. Fairy considered this for said, "You people die so..." Gallagher, how old are you? Nah, we're not gonna go past that. What's she mean by you people? The fairy led my grandfather out of the cave, like she did his grandfather before. The whole time he kept his grandfather's regrets in mind. But before she could vent, he turned to her and said, "Thank you, helping my grandfather." You're wondering if history will repeat? I doubt it. My family had to leave that village when my grandfather was gone. So I'm sure you can appreciate how amusing I found it with a fairy here in Grand Trad. My family's fate seems to be tied to the fairies. Well, I'm glad your family got closure with the fairy. And meeting you like this? Who knows? Maybe it really is fate. Heck yeah!
Now then.
Here's the leash. Today's job is to walk it. It's been itching to get out lately. Keeps making a fuss. Walk it out around the capital so it quiets down and gets the energy out of it. You can't be seen coming in and out of here. If you've no questions, then get to it. I took the dog without anyone seeing. Walked her around the capital. Grar. It seems to have taken a liking to you.
But
I could hear it from downstairs. Don't get too excited. This is on you too, dog. A simple walk shouldn't be enough. God damn it. She's smart.
Listen.
A smart girl. I trusted you unconditionally. Sight unseen. And you think that makes it smart? Sure, whatever you say. Laugh.
Hopeless.
I love that dog. I've never liked this thing. Ever since the first time I laid my eyes on it. Then why is it in your room, gang? It was on the side of a road, buried from neck down. Head bleeding too. Probably hit by a rock
It's over.
at some point. Could have just given up and died, but it looked into my eyes and whimpered. Hated the sight of it. I understand what she's saying. She hated the sight of such an adorable little dog being absolutely obliterated. She hated it. Hate's a strong word. Why?
In those days.
I want to stray myself. You know what? That makes sense. I'm not gonna... Okay, hold on for just a second. Oh my god, that Benui is so dang cute. I love you. Though, you are so fluffy. And I wish you would let me touch you. But no, you are too scared of me currently. Because I am the most intimidating man known to man. My earliest memories is of fighting a dog over a scrap of meat covered in dirt. Getting bitten for my trouble. Wherever I went, I found only hunger and violence. I robbed and stole anything and everything. I fought, survived. Heck yeah. Wait.
It's a
Heck yeah.
living hell.
What the heck? That's not it. I see.
Really?
That's beyond words. What am I doing talking to a child about this?
Just a fantasy.
Just like that dog, I let guard down like a fool. Never mind, forget I said anything. I want to hear more.
No.
I want to
Why?
hear more. And what will you do once you know? Are you really prepared for that information? I should pick the up. No matter. While we're on the subject, one word of advice.
Listen.
This world is a bottomless heaven. A bog of endless muck. And if you trust another person to keep you afloat in it, you'll feel the sludge close over your head soon enough. Well, that is not too far from the truth. You gotta know how to stand on your own 2 feet. If you don't, you die.
Don't ever forget that.
To survive, you need the strength to make your way through that muck. Nobody can do it for you, and indeed, nobody else should. You need your own strength. Agreed. And I'd say what's well within your powers. Yay, look at the dog! In addition, I'd like to provide one other rule. I'm sure that you're aware that there's a man in town tasked with exchanging mag obtained by hunting monsters. I'll put in a word with them, so they're more flexible with you. Not just here in Grand Trad, but across the kingdom. You are wild. And since Brigitta's attempts at kindness and truth. Victory, baby! The Merchant Lineage to 2? Who's the exchange rate of... What?!
Even then.
I shouldn't be the one talking. You owe me some secrets of yours, after all. Alright, fair enough. Rias tried to kill Luis. Not. And I imagine you're aiming for the same thing.
You there.
What are your true motives? What are you really aiming to do? People like you.
Honestly.
I want to save people like you
I
because
hated it.
if anyone else told me that, I'd kill them where they stood. Alright, fair enough. But for now, I'll restrain myself. I can't tell what you're thinking at all. But I'll expose your true nature eventually.
I'm off.
A fall, OG. Man, I'll be a failure this rank. My goodness. That's all for today. Come by again when you can. I'm sure the dog will be delighted to see you. You know you're delighted to see me too.
It would
That
seem
time.
the disaster was averted.
Let's go!
Right then.
Today's Forden's big announcement.
Yep.
Wonder what he's planning. I guess the church has to have some reaction to all that stuff the king said.
Whatever it is, Luis won't be able to just ignore it. This might be a day that goes down in history.
Oh boy. Most likely will. Just like the day that Luis dropped an entire unit on us.
Ladies and gents, lend
Oh, that
me
guy.
your ears. Sanctifex Forden has spoken. The giant face in the sky, the massive rocks appearing throughout the land, and the mysterious voice claiming to be the past king. The Sanctus Church has officially recognized these happenings as the will of His Royal Majesty.
Yippee!
So it really is His Majesty.
And so, as His Majesty has decreed, whoever has gained the greatest trust of the people by the day of decision shall be our new king. This
Alright.
is a historic moment, good citizens. It's revolutionary. It's unprecedented. No matter who you are, you can take the throne.
Anyone?
Even me.
Anyone?
If,
And you.
and this is a big if, you are the person that all our people trust most in their hearts.
Maybe you could be king yourself, eh? You're popular enough.
No, he's not.
Me? In charge? Well, that's the last thing this country needs.
Lamar.
Right, let's review what we know, shall we?
All right.
First, the new faces that have appeared on the rock. It shows us who's foremost in the running. We've worked out that much. The top 3 of the lot are also shown in the sky. Suppose that way you can see their inspiring faces anytime, anywhere.
Hold on. How's us common folks supposed to stand a chance against all these upper crusters?
Say you do become popular. With your face clear for all to see, surely that'd make you a prime target for assassination.
Not
Funny
quite,
thing.
friend. Not quite. A valid concern, but one His Majesty prepared for. Popular aspirants, at least those who make it onto the rock, are protected by royal magic. Assassinations off the table. Magic chains will spring to life and bind anyone who tries. I saw it happen with my own eyes to Count Luis's sorry assailant.
Dang it.
So, literally anyone could be king? Even a pauper? Or a slave? Or a criminal?
Hold on. You mean to
Oh,
say
I
we
mean-
might not be ruled by Clamart? What does that mean for us?
Right, I've
That
said my
means you-
piece. You know all I know.
Alright.
Now go forth, ladies and gents, and spread the word. Whether you're from our fair capital or the middle of nowhere, the crown's within your grasp. Anyone in the land could be our next king.
Yippee! It's gonna be me.
I heard the announcement. The church has chosen to recognize this face's words as crown sent and shall abide by them.
They conceded that one quickly. Though I suppose it's a hard thing to deny, what with the royal palace hanging up there in the clouds.
Had they rushed a coronation for His Eminence Forden, it would have dashed any hope of reinstating His Highness. A small comfort.
I can tell from your face there's some bad news too.
Oh boy, here we go.
Do you recall those chains that froze Alces in place? It seems that too was part of His Majesty's magic. Plainly, any candidates of sufficient favor cannot be deposed by force.
That's not good.
That's not good.
No, 'tis not indeed.
We
This
can't
marks
kill
Luis
Luis.
as nigh untouchable.
Look
We
out
will
for that.
still seek to find him. Yet, even should we stand before the man himself, we could not kill him.
No! If we can't kill him, then how do we break the curse?
What the hell was the
kill
king
him.
thinking? Grius was trying to save his son. He died for it.
Even so, without this magic, no aspirant would be safe from assassination, leaving Luis to dominate through sheer martial strength. We appear to be at an impasse.
Yo.
Everyone, have you seen Maria?
Did something
Oh
happen?
I checked her
my
room and she isn't
God.
there. She wouldn't just leave without telling anyone. I couldn't deal with losing both of them.
I'll look for
I'll
her.
go look for her.
You will? Thank you. When I think of what might happen to her...
If she left her room on her own, she must have had some reason.
Let's go search for her. If we head into town, we might find some clues.
Hulkenberg, use your ears to water out. Be like, out! Oh, right. Where'd Maria have gone? Wait. Oh no. I suppose I should go find Maria. However, this is the perfect time to end the episode. Oh, thank you for watching. New metaphor coming this week. Next week, we're finding Maria, and